Welcome on in, Thursday, 10th of July. Happy new Bitcoin all-time high. Just about. I mean, it's not massively significant, but we have topped over 112 K on Bitcoin, and we aren't actually going sideways as of right now. So yeah, we've had a few shorts hit at 112, and yeah, we actually had. Did all this stuff get hit? I'm not really sure. It looks like some of that got hit and some of that didn't. 110, so they're a little bit out of place. But yeah, that's looking interesting. We do have a slightly bigger node down below where the big like blast off candle happens. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with the long to short ratio if we do something like this. I feel like everyone is going to be looking to long this area. Probably me included, but yeah, it's gonna be an interesting one. We just look like we're penning out a little bit more for a second breakout. It looks very, very squeezy, and the long to short ratio kind of agrees with me. I mean, we're down at 70% short, guys. You know, this is rocket fuel, man. This is rocket fuel for just ripping for everybody. And even on the 5 minute, we're just stabilizing around 69%. Lol, 69% short. So this is just more rocket fuel to go up, to be honest. And in the last 12 hours, we've gone from that to that. Like that's pretty insane. So yeah, until this changes, we just got to look for bullish retests and long. I mean, even if we do come back down to here, which is what I was saying, maybe the node at like 109 ish. I don't think the long to short ratio is probably going to go back to back above 60% short. Sorry, below 60% short. So it's still it's looking good. Well, it's looking very good. Locally, we do have a little bit of local short liquidity around 107k, 107.1 ish. Actually, sorry, that's not local. I'm looking at the 1 week chart. Actually, same. 107.1, 102. There's a little bit of local upside at 112.7, but in terms of that, we're kind of just in a weird spot where we're basically at resistance, and we've actually cleared quite a lot of the liquidity up from 111k. So yeah, we'll have to see what happens, especially with the close. We did just get a 4 hour close, so we'll have a look at that as well. We have just taken some liquidity upside. It's going to be very interesting to see where the daily closes and stuff like that, because we obviously are at all-time high resistance, and we've kind of just come up very fast from this new low as well. So yeah, we do have quite a lot of liquidity all the way up to basically 114k. So it'd be interesting if we like slow grinded up to 114 and then everyone started longing, and then we just did a massive dump back down to like 109 or something. Well, not even massive. That's not even a massive dump. What am I talking about? I mean like a quick one, like a quick snapback. But yeah, let's look at the charts, man, because that's what everyone's interested in at the moment. We don't really care too much about the data. Just the long to short ratio really is what I'm keeping an eye on at the moment. And yeah, so I'm going to delete this pseudofib because that didn't happen, just for simplicity's sake. And yeah, we'll have a look at the daily time frame, and basically the all-time high was right here. I mean, on some exchanges we haven't hit a new all-time high, but I think on Binance Spot and on the CoinGlass exchange we have just about at 112. So maybe about like by $100. So obviously this is an area to be cautious at because we are at all-time high resistance. And yeah, I do think potentially. I mean, it's gonna go one or two ways. We're either gonna slow grind up and like squeeze all those shorts until long to short ratio flips, or we're going to come back down and do a bullish retest and potentially just go higher unless the long to short ratio flips massively in the long's favor. Then yeah, I still obviously see. I mean, it's still looking good for more upside, but just right here we're in a little bit of a precarious zone. Currently underneath the daily open as well. So did we get that close? Yeah, we did get that close. No, did we? Yeah, we did. That was above the daily actually. So yeah, in a little bit of an awkward zone right now. Let's have a look at the first of all liquidations. So we do have a lot of stuff just right above us, literally just right above that high. This is the all-time high swing, and then to the downside, this is actually looking very interesting in here. This is a lot of high leverage stuff just underneath the Q3 and underneath these lows. If we get like a massive snapback and like a wick into this, and then we like start closing above here, it's gonna just look like really good to potentially like keep going up, especially if we don't really flip the long to short ratio too much. Uh, Sort of something like this, like pop up, big snapback down, all the high leverage up, and then the bounce, pop up, big snapback down, all the high leverage up, and then a bounce. Yeah, something similar. We obviously are getting into the overbought territory as well, and we're also bearishly diverging on the 4 hour. But yeah, I mean, this also looks mega cooked on the retail stablecoin demand on the 4 hour as well. So definitely some like potential pullback signals like firing. But as of right now, it's still obviously we're looking for more upside. So the combination bands also they also kind of agree with the idea that if we get some like wicks into that stuff like this, and then start like closing below, it's probably gonna like come back down for a retest. And then again, this one's coming up here, so it's interesting. We're kind of just like waiting to see what happens. But yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about it because ETH Bitcoin seems to be making a new high. So we were talking about gaining this swing back. We've done it very, 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 very nicely and very, very like confidently. So I think I think it's finally looking a little bit more exciting for alts. I don't think we're gonna like start doing like this like right away, but it's definitely potentially looking like we're gonna come up and test March and then do a little bit more like June and then squeeze up and then maybe back up to here in August or something like that. Or maybe, towards the end of the month. We might see some fireworks, but yeah, it's that's looking really good and I'm loving the local strength from ETH at the moment. It's really 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 nice to see. So yeah, ETH's had a really nice bounce off these support levels. I was actually aiming for this one. This is where I had most of my orders because I had the Stuber from here to here, but they didn't get hit. We actually got caught on all these like Q3 levels. We had Q3, June, November, stuff like that. And when we did that, this bullish backtest here, it was just the sign that we're gonna have a little moonship job. Again, currently at resistance. This looks like it's like flagging up, which kind of breaks down. We're in the overbought territory. Retail stablecoin demand is quite high. So we are expecting kind of a pullback here, but yeah, obviously you need to see some like more localized breakdowns because even on the 15-minute, we're still making higher highs and higher lows. So yeah, I wouldn't short just yet. Definitely not. It's definitely not the area to short. Everyone's trying to short. Everyone and their like grandma is trying to short this shit at the moment. So yeah. Apart from that, ETH, Bitcoin. Let's just have a look at quickly at Bitcoin DOM. Yeah, that looks like it's starting to break down. It looks good, guys. It looks good. It looks really good. It's not. It's not. It's not like fireworks time yet because I do think we're going to get a bounce from here and see a retest. But if we get a bullish retest of in here and then make a new low, oh my god, this is just going to look completely amazing, especially on the daily time frame. And this is just going to be a deviation now. So test here, retest, new low, bang, see you later. Distribution, deviation, bang, bang, bang. Back down into here, we get a nice little alt run. So yeah, that's also looking really good. I really, really do like that. This is also maybe saying that we should probably take some profit on our alt trades, which I am going to talk about in a second as well. Also with ETH Bitcoin, I mean, we're not at resistance yet. We probably could grind up a little bit more, but yeah. Let me just check the chat quickly. Yo, wrong screen. Oh, sorry, boys. Did I change it on my? I changed it on my recording, but not on. So dumb. All right, let me quickly talk about that again. Uh, yeah, so Bitcoin DOM, I was just saying potential retest from here and then a bearish retest in here, and it'll look really good. Sorry, let me just go through it again. And then if we make a new low, we're gonna get a nice little alt run into here. Bro, I was just ripping it off there. Sorry. ETH Bitcoin looks really good. We were talking about regaining this swing over here, the June one, and we have done that, so it looks really, really, really nice. In terms of Bitcoin, I was just saying that we are at all-time high resistance here, and we're also kind of overcooked on this oscillator. Retail stablecoin demand looks really bad. Also, we have the combination band going here, and also liquidations. Quite a few low leverage liquidations. So if we get some wicks into here and then some closes below, it looks like we want to come pull back down into this area. We also have quite a lot of high leverage stuff underneath the Q3, which is also very interesting as well. That kind of lines up with the liquidation pocket at 107 that we were talking about. It's literally around the Q3 as well. Um, what else I say? Yeah, I was just talking about ETH also. Uh, yeah, as soon as we did this like bullish retest, it was just looking really good, and then we had a little rip. That's pretty much all I said, but sorry about that. I didn't switch my screen on Discord. I only did it on my OBS. I need to do both of them together. Let's get into it. Yo, wrong screen. So liquidation. Sorry, wrong screen. We don't see the charts. Jack is ripping. Yeah, so I'm also I don't really know what's going to happen here. We're obviously heavily short in the market, but a lot of metrics are saying that we're going to have a pullback. So definitely don't short here, which is what I said as well. And I think that's about it. We are obviously looking at the weekly open as a potential area, and then maybe taking this stuff down at this low, which we don't want to close a candle below here. But yeah, in terms of Bitcoin, it's just looking like more up. Bitcoin DOM, looking like we're potentially going to get a bounce from here and come and bearishly retest in here, and then it could just be like we could be getting a nice little alt season soon. ETH Bitcoin showing some strength. We've obviously regained the June level, which is really nice to see. Can definitely grind up higher. And then yeah, ETH. Again, this looks a bit grindy uppy, but you don't want to short this yet because the 15-minute is still making higher highs and higher lows. And everyone and their grandma is trying to short this as well. So yeah, just be careful. Obviously, we are looking super topped on the retail stablecoin demand and the oscillator as well. But yeah, all in all, looking really good. I was trying to catch it in this like 2.4 to 2.4 to 2.440, but yeah, we just didn't really get that. So maybe I'll try and catch something in between the weekly and the Q4 now. But yeah, let's talk about some of the trades. So did anyone actually take any of the trades by any chance? So we had Pepe. Yo, Pepe. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. Pepe this week and last week has literally been a dream to trade. So we had one here, which I didn't do a pro sigs about the first two, but yeah, we had another one here, right there from that low, and then this was the most recent one, which I actually put in the pro sigs, and it hit very early actually on Friday and Saturday. I was in this position on the weekend, and I was a little bit worried about it because it looked like Bitcoin was kind of like doing this sort of like weird grindy things, weird squeezy thing. I didn't really know which way it was going to go, if it was going to come down a little bit more first, but yeah, it's turned out to be a really nice position. We're obviously at resistance now, but that one's, I mean, we're up about 20% from the wick, 17% right now. I'm pretty happy with it, and we've also bullishly retested Q3. So right now, take a bit of profit. If this comes down to Q4, you want to see it hold. It's potentially going to go and rip up into June and look like really fucking good. Really good position. I'm very happy with that. I got hit on not the deeper orders at the AH6, but I've got hit on a fair amount as well. But also, so now that we made new highs on all this stuff, I'm just gonna obviously delete this. I'm gonna just delete this fib and probably draw a new one from here. If this is going to be the high, then yeah, I mean I'll probably be looking again to load up again if we do come back down in here. So yeah, weekly open. 886 comes in around 99. Not bad. So Popcat also. this is also a really good one. So I think I talked about this on stream on Tuesday as well. It seems to actually be closing a candle above here as well, which is really nice. Still got a little bit of room to run on the oscillator and the retail stablecoin demand, but yeah, we are at the combination band actually though. So I actually talked about this on Tuesday. It must have been during the stream. I usually stream at 5 or 6, so around here. So you actually had another chance to get this on the ATH, and you also did a bullish retest here. So potentially, if you just look at this, if you're also looking at this locally, so just imagine you go down to a lower time frame and you set this new high from here. You potentially could have even pulled a fib from there to there and got another one here on this retest. So uh, this is really nice. I'm very happy with it. I actually took a long break from trading PopCat just because obviously I've been on like in Dubai and Malaysia and Japan and stuff like that, and I usually scalped it out. But now I'm just 3x cross trading it. It's way easier to like actually get swings on. So this is currently up about 21%. Yeah, pretty darn good. I'm also really happy with that. And then again, we've also made a new high. So it's basically just time to pull a new fib. If this is going to be the high. And again, we've got some nice levels like that line up. So we've obviously got this. I think this is long time resistance, and also now might be turning into support. We've got the weekly open the Q3 July in here, and then we've also got the stupid pocket down below. So definitely three levels to potentially hold on the way down. But yeah, again, I'm just probably gonna just set some orders maybe, and just absolutely chill on that. Let's just check the chat. Yeah, okay, everyone's good. Everyone's chilling. On longs, link A1Z1S theta ETHY LDO not. Bro, I'm going to have a look at that for sure. But yeah, if you haven't taken any profit, definitely take a little bit now. Even though we could go a bit higher. We don't really want to get stuck with our pants down, do we? So yeah, Fartcoin again. This is another one that literally perfectly hit. You had quite a lot of opportunity to get in around here. This was also, I believe, the combination band. So I was very high conviction on this. I mean, it would have been literally perfect if we got the green dot in the oversold territory, which we didn't, but it's fine. We also bull dived on the retail stablecoin demand. So a lot of the time when you get a div on the retail stablecoin demand, sometimes it does one more and then that's the bottom. So I was quite confident when we wicked into the band and closed above, and then we were just on the A86 and it just looked really good. So I obviously have a longer term 3x cross position on Hyperliquid on Fartcoin from here, but I also have another position now on Femex from here as well. So yeah, this is looking like we potentially should be taking some profit in here as well, because it's potentially bearishly retesting. But again, another position that's worked out very well, and we've created some overlapping support now around the Q4. And yeah, we look like we're building some structure up, which is really nice to see. We've got this swing, which is also this low, been defended as well. If we can come up to here and start like bullishly retesting some of this, it's gonna look really fucking good. Like really good, guys. Like it has the potential. This has the potential to get very rampy, but let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. And let's also like heavily take some profit and stuff like that. Pay ourselves for the nice positions that we got into. Again, the hype. I think we're talking about this potentially penning out here, and yeah, we've got the nice pop off. We're actually making a new high from here, which is really good. Potentially, you could draw another fib from here until we top out here, and then also we've got the weekly open in the Q3 which seems to be it's like it's going to be an inflection point. And yeah, there's just no stopping this thing, isn't it? Whoops, come back a bit too far. We just love it, don't we? We do love it. We deserve a coin like hype. Everyone deserves a coin like hype. So Sui didn't quite hit the pocket. Quite a lot of coins actually didn't hit the pocket. But what we're gonna do now is we're kind of just gonna delete it and potentially draw a new one when we top out and maybe here. If we top out here, then it's gonna look really good for maybe a retest in the weekly open. To like clear loads of this stuff and then like maybe get the fuel to go a little bit higher into here, which looks really good. But we've also done some closes above here as well, which is very, 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 very nice. Sui's having a good rip. I like that a lot. I do like Sui. Like, I am a big fan. What else did we talk about? Oh, excuse me. I think that's about it, to be honest, from the Pro 6 post. Let's just have a look at GOAT quickly. Because we were having a look at GOAT last stream as well, which was just perfectly on the AH6 level. Yeah, I mean, you've got two opportunities to get in here in the band. You've had a pop, and not we haven't broken any highs yet though, so this is potentially going to come down for another retest and go for another round two. But yeah, let's have a look at some of the stuff that you guys are in, or you guys are looking at. 4 hour looks like it has room to run, potentially on some alts. Jack is ripping. On longs, Link. Alright, let's have a look. Yeah, Link looks like it potentially has a little bit of room to run. We are getting quite close. We are getting very toppy on the retail stable demand, but it is just looking like we're like squeezing up. I do think, yeah, we could maybe go and tag March, but eventually this is going to have quite a large breakdown, and then potentially a big retrace to the pocket. I mean, there's a fib in here to where we top out, where you could potentially reload. So if you are in a good long, just start taking profits on the way up. Just potentially for some retests and stuff like that. Not too bad though. AI16Z. So this thing moves quite heavily, actually. And I'm going to delete that. Yeah, I mean, from here we've created some nice high-low structure. We've also got some. That's triple overlapping support, isn't it? And we've probably got a combination burn. Okay, not really that quite, but yeah, I've also got a support zone there. Potentially, if you're long from anywhere in here, you kind of want to take some profit because we are at resistance here, and it could potentially come down here in for another retest. Or we could just do that and keep ripping, but yeah, it doesn't look too bad. Quite like it. If we look at the daily, it's still got a lot of work to do on the daily. So yeah, a lot of the daily coins on the alts, they do have room to run. So if we do see like a little 4 hour pullback, maybe into like here or like a little cool off into here, it could potentially just start ripping again very soon on a lot of this stuff. On long from 13 to hit the stube on the daily. Okay, your 13.2 is probably Link. Okay, 13.2, very nice. Very, very, very nice. Probably somewhere around in here. We also have closed above May, so it does look like it wants to squeeze up a little bit more to March. I would be laddering some cells into there, and then yeah, obviously you put your stop to break even. You could even potentially put some reload longs around the weekly and the Q2 as well on that, and then you could just leave that position to like absolutely do whatever it wants. Uh, hit the stupid daily for AI 16. Are you talking about like this big one? Yeah. Yeah, that looks like it's also gaining the 786 at the moment. It's going to be some very interesting daily closes tonight. Uh, but yeah, I do see that big one as well. Mm, mm, mm. Sorry. Yeah, S theta E phi LDO not. Yeah, S. This thing just like it's just a little bit. It's just lagging behind a little bit. I'm just not particularly interested in Phantom at the moment. There's just it just doesn't really have anything going for it. Even this structure doesn't look that great. I've also got all. I mean, we do have some overlapping support here now, but yeah, again, this is something that doesn't look as good, to be fair. Right, how about Theta? Theta, I haven't heard about that in ages. So yeah, this is looking a little bit better, especially on the 4 hour. We've got a nice little swing in here, which is up at resistance at the moment. We have gained some levels. We've gained that. We've gained that, which is nice. Again, because we made a new high from here, you can pull a Stuber from this recent low. And if this is going to be the top and we start coming back down, you're going to have some nice levels in here to potentially re-long. Which is why I'm just saying, like, take a bit of profit and just like stop to break even, margin out. If we start dumping, then yeah, pull your fib and you can recycle the margin that you take out of the trade to like re-put in some orders and yeah, just like recycle that trade. But yeah, EFI LDO. What is EFI? Yeah, again, ETHFI in resistance. This actually looks quite a lot. This looks not too bad as well. Uh, You made some nice structure in here, which I like. You've probably got a nice daily level around here where all the overlapping support comes in. So again, it's just the same sort of thing. We're at resistance. This definitely has a little bit more room to run. I would kind of want to see how many shorts are in this order book, but um, yeah, you're obviously in resistance. Let's actually look at where the daily combination band comes in because no, yeah, we still got a little bit of room to run on this actually. So yeah, just again take a little bit of profit, take a little bit of care. If we do a little retrace, then you can reload it and stuff like that. But yeah, this definitely has some room to run. And yes, sort of similar with LDO as well. This is a nice little overlapping support zone, and potentially like this might have one more pop, or it will come back down and do a reload in Q3. That Q3 looks kind of untested at the moment, so you got the Q3 and the weekly there, which is a nice area to potentially. to potentially long. So yeah, that's looking good, bro. In terms of me, obviously I'm just chilling in some of my positions. I'm definitely gonna start looking to like re-long if we do start topping out. So for example, I mean, if you just go to like any coin, if this is gonna be the new local high, like for example on ETH, then obviously we start breaking down below the daily. I'm gonna just pull my fib and look to like re-long anything down in here. Conversely, on the short side, I'm not really looking for it at the moment. I mean, I do have a slight short setup on FET, but I probably expect this to come back down to Q3 if we do get into that pocket and bullishly retest like the weekly in the Q3 there. That is a potential short setup that I am looking at just to hedge off my insanely long accounts at the moment. I'm literally like only long at the moment, so I am looking at that potentially as a hedge. But yeah, anything else? Or I've actually got to do something today, which is why I can't stream at 7. So if anyone wants me to look at anything else, feel free to put it in the chat right now. And yeah, I'll try to be a bit more active in the Pro Sigs and stuff like that. So if I do, for example, if we do start seeing some like break, for example, let's do PopCat. So if this is the new high on PopCat and we start breaking down, what I'll do is obviously just pull the fib like this, and I'll say this is the coin, this is the respective levels. Weekly open 618, Q3 is untested, pocket comes in around this price, and then I'll just put that in the Pro 6 post for everyone, and you're all gonna know what I'm looking at, because I'm either going to be looking at an overlapping support, supply or demand. I'm obviously going to be looking at the fibs, and then I'm also going to be looking at the combination band. And if they all line up, you're just going to know that this is probably a high conviction area to take a trade. Just like with Popcat and Goat. Just have interest. Yeah, that was in the combination band as well. So was Fartcoin, right? So was Fartcoin. So was Goat. So was Pepe, right? No, Pepe wasn't. But anyway, and like I said, like some of them didn't hit. I was waiting for Sui, I was waiting for ETH and stuff like that. That's completely fine. Delete my orders from 3x, pull the new fib, reset them, chill. Major chill vibes. Like, we're not trying to force anything, and the ones we did get are very nice indeed. So yeah, thanks Yak, gotta run. Lol. See you later, bro. You're not going to short any. I would, but one, I don't want to set orders on shorts because the whole market is short. We could just absolutely rip everyone. Two, I want to wait for a localized breakdown. So, for example, we'll look at Sui. This could grind up a little bit more into the resistance, and then into that combination band, and then potentially make a new low, and then that's where you pull your fib from there to there, and then you short that. But I'm just not on the charts enough to do that, unfortunately. If I was on the charts, then yeah, like cool, but I'm just not on the charts enough at the moment to look for like breaker structures and potentially like go against the trend. Sorry, excuse your ears. But yeah, in terms of that, I think that's it. And yeah, like I said, I'm gonna take a new approach to the Pro Sigs, and I'm kind of just gonna set out like if I see any like really high conviction trades, then I'll just put it in there. Obviously, like what I put in there, don't just like blindly like set your orders, but you can like go and look for it yourself and be like, this is actually something that I want to take as well. And if you do want to blindly set orders, just make sure you're on like 2x or something, and you just put a stop below the recent low. below the pocket, um, that's also fine. You can also do that because you know that the method is tried and tested. It's low key the secret sauce. Like if you can get a support zone, the momentum, the stupid pocket, and the combination band to line up, you're just like it feels like the golden zone, like the golden light. But yeah, if no one's got anything else, I think that'll be it. And yeah, if I do see things, I will put them in the Pro Sigs, and I will be a little bit more active in the altcoin chat. So if you want to ask me about any trades or anything, feel free to slap that in. But yeah, I'm gonna bounce. Thanks for joining.